Hello, this is NewsNet Baton Rouge. So grab yourself a tea or coffee as I go over with you headlines and news from our local area and region. On Tuesday, a Baton Rouge man turned himself in to the police, and then he led them to the body of a dead female. Willie Joseph III, a 63-year-old, made contact with the police in the 6,000 block of Plank Road in Baton Rouge. He confessed to the police he killed the woman and left her inside of a nearby trailer. So investigators did discover the body of a female wrapped in a bedspread inside of the trailer that Willie Joseph took them to. Willie Joseph ultimately confessed to the police that he and the victim had been smoking crack cocaine all evening, after which they got into a verbal argument. He claims the female attempted to hit him with a hammer. He claims that in a fit of rage, he took the hammer from her and hit the woman with the hammer 3 or 4 times in the top of her head, but that he finally killed her by placing a plastic shopping bag over her face and suffocated her. Willie Joseph told the police that after killing the female and wrapping her in the bedspread, he left the trailer and continued to smoke crack cocaine until he went to a friend's house, to whom he admitted killing the victim. Then he decided to call the police. He has been charged with 1 count of second-degree murder. It is important to note, however, that Willie Joseph III had recently been released from the Department of Corrections after having served 26 years in prison for a rape conviction. Down in the Rouge parish, authorities say a man is facing a huge theft charge after taking tens of thousands of dollars from the Youth Baseball League. 40-year-old Blaine Carroll used to serve as president of the Rouge Cutoff Baseball League from 2015 through 2017. At the end of 2017, he turned over all financial records to the board of directors, whereupon the board discovered numerous discrepancies, which included over $16,000 in debit card charges. You see, during the time he was president, he had opened a bank account for the youth league at a local bank. It was discovered that he made personal charges from that account at various stores, restaurants, and gas stations. In January of 2018, Carroll met with the board to discuss the matter. He admitted to improperly using the funds, and he was given a chance to pay the money back, but he never did. So recently, the board contacted the sheriff's office, and during the sheriff's investigation, detectives actually found nearly $40,000 in financial discrepancies connected to this particular bank account, which Carroll had access to. So he turned himself in to the police on April Fool's Day. He was booked into jail on 1 count of felony theft, and he has since been released after posting a $10,000 bond. In Point-Coupee Parish and surrounding areas, Jeremy Lacombe has been elected the new Louisiana State Representative of District 18 after a runoff election on Saturday past, in which he received 69% of the votes cast. Representative-elect Jeremy Lacombe is a family man and a practicing attorney from New Roads, Louisiana. He previously served on the Point-Coupee Parish Home Rule Charter Commission in his capacity as a private citizen. District 18 actually covers Iberville Parish, West Baton Rouge Parish, Point-Coupee Parish, and West Feliciana Parish. District 18 was vacated last year when Major Tebow stepped down as its state representative to become Point-Coupee Parish's very first president under its new form of government. In Baton Rouge, Mayor Sharon Weston Broome has announced the creation of a platform to recognize the critical role of Baton Rouge military veterans in the economic and social activities of our area. She has identified and named 17 men and women who will serve on the Mayor-President's Advisory Council on Veterans Affairs. This advisory council is being charged to advocate for veterans and to provide advice to the community on issues that affect the more than 23,000 former military service members who currently live in East Baton Rouge Parish. The Advisory Council on Veterans Affairs is made up of citizens, leaders, public officials, and veterans from the Greater Baton Rouge metropolitan area and East Baton Rouge Parish. These have been headlines and news from our local area and region. I'm yours truly, Ken Farr. I'll see you next time right here on NewsNet Baton Rouge.